Welcome back to the bench. Today we have a kit to build. This is a Pi1541 I/O adapter. It's a board that plugs into your Raspberry Pi and effectively turns it into a 1541 drive. I'm not sure if it'll focus with it being white. This is a project on GitHub. I will put the link in the description. It's very well designed. This is a revision 4 board, and we're going to build it. Now, to interface to the Raspberry Pi, you need a level shifter, because obviously the Pi is using 3.3 volts and the signals for the 1541 need 5 volts. So if you hooked it up directly, you'd probably blow up your Pi. There's two ways you can do the level shifter. You can actually buy some little modules, which I'll put in a link in the description, where you can buy those. They're all over eBay. Or you can do it the hard way, and you can buy the surface mount resistors and the little MOSFETs and solder it on yourself, which is what I did. I'm only going to put one DIN socket on there because, yeah, I'm not going to be daisy chaining these with any other devices, and if I did, if it was a real 1541 I was connecting it to, then I would just put this as the last device. So yeah, there's no need to populate two. There is even space here if you can put a third one by the looks of it, if you so inclined, using a fly lead. But why you'd want 3 on there, I don't know. I suppose it's a handy feature to have. I'm not going to fit the buzzer or the speaker because, yeah, I don't want this thing to try and emulate any kind of sounds. I just literally want it for disk access. On the back here there are some voltage, and also you can select which pin on the display is the ground and which is the VCC, because some modules it's VCC, ground, and then the I2C, and others it's ground and VCC. And then you've just got here some options to select whether you want to use the 7406, which is what allows you to daisy chain these. I did fit it, just, you know, the sense, so, you know, might as well fit it. We've got a little OLED display here, and yep, our switches, our connectors. So without further ado, let's get some soldering done. Wasn't that quick? Did you miss it? Maybe you have to rewind and slow it down a bit so you can see the whole soldering process. No, only joking. Here is one I prepared earlier in true Blue Peter fashion. So those from the UK will probably get that reference. If you're not, Blue Peter was a show where they used to make stuff and they would show you a pile of parts, and then all of a sudden they'd just bring in the finished one. So yeah, so as you can see, I soldered on the level shifter manually. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Set all the jumper options, and yeah, trap for young players, make sure you put this on the bottom of the board, not the top, otherwise it'll ruin your day. So I have here my Pi 3, and it literally then just slots right on top of here. Pretty much that's all to it. I have already created the SD card, and there are plenty of instructions on the net on how to configure and set that up, so I won't go through all the details here. So let's bring in our C64 and hook it up and see if we can access some files. And we're using our trusty old bread bin here. Okay, so I've already got my power and RGB cable. So we'll do the RGB first. So there, like that, and then we need our serial cable. Into our 1541. Now, according to the information, this emulates the 1541 cycle exact, so it should, in theory, work with any kind of fast loaders or other peripherals that are designed to work with an original 1541. It's not like the SD to IEC drives you can get. They don't emulate the actual hardware. This is actually emulating all the chips that were inside the 1541, so the 6502, the 6522s. It's got the a ROM image, an original 1541 ROM image that you can easily find online. Okay, and then we just need some power for the Pi, so it's probably best to power this up first. And you'll get a cute 1541 drive image coming up if all goes well. Power's on. There we go. And this is version 1.24 of the software. So now if we turn on our 64, and there we have it. So this has got the file browser on, but you can also select images directly on here. From what I understand, it has two modes, so it'll work exactly like a SD to IEC in the normal mode, and in emulation mode it works exactly like a 1541. And I'm not sure if I've got anything selected. Okay, not sure if you can see that. It's a tiny little screen. So yeah, you can actually browse your folders here. How do I go into that one? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can browse through that, or let's see if we can get our 1541 up. Away. No, that must be back. Let's select. Yeah. So yeah, here are our files. And we've got FB64 for file browser 64. Okay, so we can see all our D64 images here, and we can just browse them just like we would on the SD to IEC, or we can just load it directly in there. So we got Pac-Man, Paperboy, R-Type, Repton. That was a favourite of mine, Repton 3 this is. Used to play that a hell of a lot on the BBC, on the Model B. But let's have a look at what we have here. So let's try a bit of Donkey Kong. And for that, I'm guessing I'm going to need a joystick. Okay, got a joystick plugged in. This is just a cheap joystick. I'm not sure where my other ones are. So let's see how much I suck at playing Donkey Kong. I like how the screen goes completely black. Oh. Yep, this joystick's not the best. In fact, it sucks. Wow, that's really slow. I remember playing this a lot on the BBC, but I never played the C64 version. Gotcha. Oh, now it's coming to get me. Yeah, this is difficult to play. Boom, and I die. This is not the best joystick in the world. Let's see if I can make it to the top at least. Oh, no. Oh, and I got so close. Well, there you have it. I officially suck at Donkey Kong. Okay, let's just reset this. And see what else we got. Okay. Bomb Jack. That's a guy I haven't played in many, many years. Here we go. And also, yeah, with a full computer in there, it just makes it way more expensive. Okay, well, I'm presuming it's going to be F1 to start or return. Ah, press fire to play. So let's see how much I can suck at this. Yeah, and nothing, so this probably uses the other controller fault. Yes, it does. Ooh. And I suck at this game as well. How'd you jump? How'd you jump? Oh, I'm dead already. You just, oh yeah. Not sure I was supposed to get that or not. Who knows? Oh, I'm dead again. And I just jumped right into him. So it's official. I suck at Bomb Jack as well as Donkey Kong. Turn that off for a second because the noise is driving me nuts. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that little look at a replacement for a 1541 drive. The cost of actually building one of these is considerably cheaper than if you build it yourself than getting a SD to IEC if you already have a Pi 3 laying around. It will work with other versions of the Pi, some of the older versions of the Pi, even the Pi 0, they've got it working, I believe. So yeah, if you're a tinkerer like me and you have plenty of Pis lying around doing nothing, then yeah, you can just literally just pick one up and throw it together. I think probably the cost of building this was probably around about €10. Obviously you have to buy the boards and get them shipped, so I got 10 boards made, so I actually have another one built here, which one I built earlier. Just needs a screen putting on, which I've got. So I bought a few of the screens. Yeah, you can buy these in bulk. They cost a couple of euros each. The actual components themselves are negligible. It's probably a little bit more expensive if you use the actual level shifter board rather than making the level shifter yourself. But obviously if you're not confident with soldering SMD stuff, then that's the way to go, because yeah, just a little drop-in module, it's already got the holes there. And I said you don't really need this chip in here. Yeah, the only thing is, I mean, this is probably designed to be put into a case, because the actual reset button here is actually under the screen, which is obviously no good if you're using in this configuration. So yeah, you can probably 3D print yourself a case, or if somebody else has already done one, and just pop it in there, and you've got your fly leads then going to your screen. So if you want to see me soldering the board up, it'll be at the end here in high speed, so you can maybe slow it down. I didn't show the actual soldering before because, yeah, I mean, you've seen one person solder on YouTube, you've seen 100. So I'll include it so you can watch me. Obviously I couldn't record the soldering of the S&D components because obviously they're small and my eyesight's bad, so you'd only get a shot of the back of my head, which I don't think you want to see my ball patch. Yeah, but obviously the rest didn't clean this one up. Still a bit of flux residue on there, naughty. But yeah, I showed just soldering the rest of the stuff on there. So yeah, you can watch that if you're so inclined to be bored and be put to sleep by watching me solder. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hit that bell icon then, and you'll get notified of when I upload new content, which hopefully should be a lot sooner than it has been since the last one. Not really had much time to make videos lately. Life gets in the way sometimes. Work, kids, Corona. So, catch you later.